Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark at GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. Oh yeah, I got kind of a Franken blend this morning. Yeah, first time I've ever done this. The last little bit of my Trader Joe's autumn maple coffee, I mixed that with the regular Joe coffee from Trader Joe's. And I got a really nice, interesting blend going there. I also added just a little bit of the maple syrup from Chardon maple syrup. And yeah, a nice cup of coffee this morning. Now I apologize for the lighting because the sun is going in and out. So you're probably gonna see a little difference in lighting from light to dark. It's a nice day here. It's a sunny day, partly cloudy. It's about 67 degrees right now. You know, spring is coming forward. And of course, Ohio, this is why I've got my Ohio mug here. Ohio is going through the virus crisis. Now, one of the things that's happened is that barber shops, hair salons, and tattoo parlors are closed indefinitely. So if you want to get your hair done, your hair cut, it's not going to happen. So you'll probably have to do it at home. Now, if you're like me, and lucky enough, whoever thought I would say that about being bald? Lucky enough to be bald, you can easily do a full head shave at home. But if you have a good full head of hair, what do? I got a couple of solutions for you. The first thing you might want to look into is getting one of these, a good set of Wahl Clippers. Boy, these are great. And mine, I've had mine for a number of years. Mine came in a kit like this. Where it stores the clippers and also stored all these different size combs that fit on the Wahl clipper. So you'll get this kind of clipper here, and it would just fit right on here like this. Clip on like that, and then that varies the amount of hair you can cut, that sort of thing. So something from, you know, very, something longer to something, you know, shorter like this. Okay, that sort of thing. So, you know, maybe if you have some barbershop skills, use this. Could go a long way to giving yourself or other family members a haircut. Really good in a pinch, I would say. Or a lot of young guys out there who have a full head of hair will take this, and I know my nephews do this, and I have another friend who does this. They'll just give themselves a real close crop buzz cut. It's a real popular look. You're not fully bald, but you've got a nice close crop buzz cut, and you don't have to worry about going to a barber. So a set of Wahl clippers, that's really, really good. The other thing I wanted to show you was something I bought when I was caring for my father in the last few years of his life. Getting him to a barber shop was a little bit difficult, especially in colder weather when there was a lot of ice and snow on the ground, and he was using a walker, and he wasn't as mobile as he used to be. What I did was I went out and I bought this. This is called the RoboCut. Now, it comes in a long hose like this. I don't know if you can see this, long hose like this, and it has a Norelco style cutter here in the end, and there's some suction that is generated from a vacuum kit right here. This is the vacuum end right here with the filter bag and that sort of thing. Now, I don't know if they make this model anymore. They may have changed styles like that. I'll try to link on Amazon and also to their company. But this thing was great. I was able to give my father haircuts, and his friends asked him, "Who is your barber?" And they said, "My son." And he would say, "My son." And he would say, "Your son's a barber?" No, he's using this mechanical device to cut my hair. So let me just show you how this works. Okay, all you do is turn it on here, and that turns the vacuum on there. Watch. And you can see these blades spin, and it just sucks the hair out. Now, this also comes with adjustable attachments, and you can, like here's one right here, and you just untwist it like that and take that off. And because it's contoured and it has a different angle, you can actually shape the hair, and you can actually adjust the length that you're going to cut, and just by moving that up and down. And this was terrific. I was able to give my father a wonderful haircut, actually layer his hair, and then I used a Wahl clipper to trim up and shave his neck and get rid of any stray hairs that were down there and his sideburns, that sort of thing. And it worked wonderfully well and saved a lot of money and a lot of time. That was the other thing too, saved a lot of time. So that's the RoboCut, and that was absolutely brilliant. So glad I got one because it saved a lot of time, and I was able to cut Dad's hair right in the comfort of his own home, and you know, somewhat very portable, and did a great job. So you might want to keep those two things in mind: Wahl Clippers and RoboCut. RoboCut absolutely was very, very easy to use. I have absolutely no experience in cutting hair, but I just followed their instructions. And from the very first haircut forward, my dad always looked like he had a haircut done by a barber. Really very, very impressive machine, and it did a great job. And also, the cutting blades are very, very sharp. There's no tugging or pulling. It cuts the hair cleanly and just sucks it away down the hose. Now you can also buy, I think they also make these, just the hose only, that will attach to your home vacuum cleaner, and that reduces the cost a little bit. I think they still make that. I'll link to the company, and I'll try to link on Amazon. Those will be affiliate links to see if they make that, but I don't think this particular model is made anymore. I think they've changed the design a little bit, but works absolutely great. So I wanted to share that with you in case you're in an area of the world where hair salons, barber shops, and tattoo parlors are closed down. But if barber shops and hair salons are closed down, you can't get your hair cut, but you can do it at home if you have a couple of these items, either one of these items or both. Okay, so I just want to share that with you. Okay, great. All right, so let's get to some of these questions here. This was on the review I did of the Mercure Futur shave. I also mentioned okay, that's in place. I also mentioned the Q-Shave clone of the Mercure Futur. Here's the Mercure Futur here, and of course this is the Q-Shave clone. I talked about the clone in the same video I talked about and reviewed the Mercure Futur. Terrific adjustable razor, the Futur. Jeremy Paraco said, "You get what you pay for. The knockoffs will always feel like that, a cheap knockoff." Well, you know what? All I can say is that the Q-Shave, which I have right here, it looks and feels like the Mercure Futur. Yes, it's not as good as the Mercure Futur. Absolutely not. But it will give you a taste of what the Futur is like at a fraction of the cost. But there is a little bit of a gamble, a rolling of the dice, because some folks have bought these for $10 and $12, and when they've received them, the blade balance is way off. Luckily for me, I haven't really had that problem. I think with this Q-Shave, which I think I got for $10 on AliExpress, I think with this Q-Shave, the blade balance on this is off just a little bit. It's not that perceptible unless I really kind of search for that. But all in all, the reason why I have this was to give it a try. It was $10. And if I decided to travel and I wanted to take an adjustable razor with me, this is what I would take, because if it's lost or stolen or misplaced, I'm not going to feel brokenhearted about it. I will feel terrible if this Futur, which now it retails for what, $75, $80, depending on the plating you get, $115 if it's gold plated. You know, it really goes for about $65 and up. If I were to lose this or misplace this, or if it were just to go missing on a weekend getaway, something like that, I'd feel awful. I'd feel awful. And of course, you're looking at $100 to try to replace it. So yeah, this will definitely stay at home. I won't travel with this. I'll travel with this, and I'll get a similar shaving experience. It's not going to be identical, but you know what? We can get away traveling with it close enough, why not? And if you want to get a feel for what a futur is like, this is a good option. I've seen these with razor stands and leather cases for about 15 bucks on Amazon. I'll try and link some of those. I can't speak to the quality of it, the blade balance, that sort of thing, but you know what? Again, it's kind of a roll of dice if you want to give it a try. Not a bad introduction to the futur. Then again, you might just want to spend the money and get the real deal and peace of mind. Just don't travel with it. Because if you lose it, you're going to feel terrible. But that's kind of the way I look at it. Comment below, let me know where you sit on something like that regarding clones versus the actual real McCoy razor. All right, thanks very much for that, Jeremy. That's just kind of my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, and to each his own. Your mileage may vary, as they say. Okay, this next question comes from a viewer named Tim. He writes, "Hi, Mark. I was wondering, for you, what determines how many passes you make and how often you shave? My beard is coarse but not dense. Most of the time with a mild razor, I will do 2 passes. For me, I'm fine with 1 pass. Most of the time, I'll do a second just because I enjoy shaving. However, if I use my Gillette Red Tip, 1 pass is more than enough. I shave every day, but with my beard mostly white, every other would be fine. What are your thoughts? Thanks, Tim." Well, Tim, here's how I gauge whether or not my shave is done. This is just me. This is my humble opinion and how I gauge my skin. Now, I shave every day, and I could get away with skipping a day because, like you, I'm light-skinned. I was born blonde-haired, so I can get away with that second day some of the time. Skipping a day some of the time. But I like to shave every day. I like the process, and I really don't like an unshaven face. I just don't like the feel of it. So I shave every day. But here's how I gauge my shave. After the second pass, because I'll do at least 2 passes. After I do the second pass, I kind of feel around and kind of gauge where everything is. If I know this area here from about my sideburn down to my cheek, right in this area here, if that's smooth, I know that my shave is done. If this is smooth and I feel just a little bit of stubble, I still know I'm done, because what happens is after I do my aftershave and the excess moisture is thrown off, the whisker sheds that excess moisture, it retreats a little bit, and this whisker in these areas become flush with the skin. And that's the great thing about a safety razor, because a safety razor shaves your whisker flush with the skin. That's why they say, I think that's why a lot of wet shavers say, don't try to find the BBS will find you. So what I do is, I never chase this stubble here after I do 2 or 3 passes, because for me that will only result in irritation. I know just through experience and through my shave that once that whisker throws off that excess water, it just retreats. Things dry out, it retreats, and it becomes nice and flush and smooth with the skin. That's how I do it. Now, other wet shavers out there might gauge it differently, and if you do, please comment below and let us know. I'd really love to hear your methods for gauging when your shave is complete. But for me, that's kind of it. When I know the cheeks are smooth and there's just, anywhere from just a little bit of stubble to maybe none at all, that's when I know I'm done. If I do a 3rd pass because I'm enjoying the shave so much, I'll do that. It'll clean up some little areas here and there, but again, I don't chase after any of that stubble that might be around my jawline or around my neck, because I know that's going to retreat. and that's going to be flush with the skin, and it's going to feel smooth in about 10 minutes after I'm done with the shave. So that's kind of the way I do it. And I hope that answered your question. And I'm asking viewers out there, hey, share your thoughts on this. How do you gauge when your shave is done? And another interesting fact here too is, my father's generation, the World War II generation, I remember when I was a kid, I don't think he did 2 passes with a safety razor. He used the Gillette Super Speed. You've seen that razor. I've shown it to you before. He would do 1 pass and he was done. And if he did 2 passes, it was because he was taking my mom out, dinner and a show, that sort of thing, and wanted to get extra close. But for him, mostly it was 1 pass. And I've seen online where other wet shavers have said that their dads and granddads, 1 pass and that was it. So interesting how the practice has changed and evolved a little bit over the years. Okay, so this next question comes from a viewer named Michael Van Buskirk. Michael, I hope I got the pronunciation of your last name correct. Michael Van Buskirk. And he commented in the video review I did on C.O. Bigelow Shave Cream. And he wrote, Mark, I've seen most of your videos and don't recall seeing you shave with any Sterling Soap Company products. They are my favorite company and have over 50 cents to choose from. Sharp Dressed Man is fantastic, green tweed, and many others are excellent as well. The price is lower than most artisan soaps, but the performance is fantastic. Their customer service is also fantastic, as Rod and his wife Mandy are making the product in-house. Well, you know what, Michael? You and many other viewers have been encouraging me to try Sterling shave soaps. And every time I went up there to put some product in my cart, I created an account there. I put some product in my cart, and just as I was getting ready to make the purchase, well, you know what? Another razor, another brush, something else kind of came along and sidelined that. Well, you know what? You and others have convinced me to finally just buy some product, and I went ahead and I did it. And based on what you and others have told me, I got some Sharp Dressed Man. I also got some Barber Shop. I got those 2 along with the aftershave, the Sharp Dressed Man aftershave and the Barber Shop aftershave. So I got both the shaving soaps and aftershaves. And yes, wow, what a deal. $13.60 for a 5.8 ounce tub of this. And guess what? Yeah, I used it. I used it this morning. I did a review. It's going to be posted this week, probably on Saturday. And here, I'll give you the short review right now. Wow. Wow. Why did I wait so long? Really, this stuff is great. You heard me say, especially in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge, where I named my top 5 favorite shave soaps, I've always said Tabak, Tabak, Tabak. Well, that might very well change to Sterling, Sterling, Sterling. You said that they have 50 cents available. That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. As I mentioned in the review that you'll see on Saturday, you could buy a half a dozen of these along with the aftershave counterparts and be set for quite some time and have a wonderful, different morning shave and sensation and glorious scent every morning, and your shave will never be boring. This stuff was amazing. Lathered in a snap, great slickness, great glide, great smoothness, no irritation, absolutely wonderful. Now, I have not tried Barber Shop yet, but this does have a terrific terrific classic Barber Shop scent. So I'm really looking forward to using this. I'll probably use this sometime this week and then review it. So hopefully, when I do review it, you'll probably see that it's used. But this one was unused. The review was right out of the gate, first use, and it was unbelievable. Absolutely love Sterling soap. So to Rod and Mandy, bravo. I mean, absolutely kudos, bravo. What a great, great product. And you know what? They're terrific. Not only did I get the product from them, I'm just reaching over here to get this. It was wonderful. They sent along a business card. Here, I'm going to let you get a snapshot of that, okay? So you can see that. Do a freeze frame, get a snapshot of that. Okay, so you get that. Here's the back of the card with their website. And they also sent along a receipt here. And thank you for your order, Mark. And it looked like someone named Nikki packed it and signed it. And that's a really, really nice touch. I mean, I really do appreciate that. And you know what? I ordered this, it came like 2 days later. It was amazing. I had it for this weekend shave, for this morning shave. And it was just, I was so happy to get it. It was just amazing. So yeah, you know, I purchased some sterling. I love it. I apologize for taking so long. You know what? Look at what I missed out on all this time. This stuff is great. Yeah, if I do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge again, those 5 shave soaps, yeah, they're gonna change. They're gonna change. This is definitely in the mix. Definitely in the mix. And I dare say, you know, I just wanna say, watch out Tabak, because this stuff is fantastic. Why do I say that? Well, Tabak is good. It's 1 cent. But this stuff, you know, you get all those scents there. And you get so much. $13.60. I mean, you get so much. It's just amazing. Yeah, yeah. So I agree with all the viewers out there. Thank you so much for recommending it. And I'm just sorry it took this long. But you know what? I'm using it now, and I'll probably be ordering some other scents. So if you know of other scents that would be winners, please comment below and let me know. Make your recommendations, and hopefully down the road sometime I'll get some of those scents too. All right, hey, thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like, hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/marksradio, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please stay safe and make it a great week.